morning. Welcome to another week of Deck of TBRathon. Today we are going to go swimming. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to pick up my sister right now so that we can all have a good time together today, and she can help me with my children. I might not film a whole lot there just for privacy's sake. I don't really want my children's faces online anymore. So yeah, and so we should have a good time. It's with a friend from church and her children, so that'll be really fun. So yeah. Hey y'all, we went swimming today, and I did not wear sunscreen. Now I'm very burnt. Anyway, but we had a really good time, good fellowship, and I did not. No, I did. I listened to. When we came home, I weeded my garden for a little bit, and I listened to The Lost World a little bit. I'm over, I think, about 60 some percent. So I'm really liking that, about the same amount as Jurassic Park. So really liking it. I'm probably gonna finish that tomorrow. Still made more progress with this book, so I'm gonna go to bed while my husband's taking a shower, and I'm gonna read a few chapters of this, hopefully. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Morning. I just wanted to have a moment for these earrings. So my sisters are very crafty, and my second sister, she made these for me a couple years ago. Aren't they cute? They're not professional or whatever, but they're really cute. So anyway, I gotta go get my children up there being silly together. So we'll see what we get up to today. For some reason, I said that this book wasn't really anything like the movie, and I take that back. I'm not sure where I got that from, because it definitely is. It just has different characters and not a return of ones that were in the first movie. So anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I have got my beef broth into the canner finally. I did 2 batches of it, and I just put the broth that I had. I did like a second batch of water into it. So now I have 2 batches anyways. So I'm doing that today. Anyway, my children are kind of grumpy. So I think we're going to go outside. And yeah, anyway, I think that's all I have. So I'm out here listening to The Lost World with my children, and not with them, but like while I'm outside with them, I'm listening to it on audio. And okay, sorry, my neighbors are outside and it was kind of weird. I don't like to film in front of people. Anyway, so I'm listening to The Lost World, and I'm at about 80%. And you know how Ian Malcolm, he always has something kind of like wise, and he'll wax on about things. And he was talking about how he thinks that cyberspace is the death of our world. And the reason he gives is because smaller groups of people that are not all interconnected to each other with outside groups tend to innovate faster. And when there are big groups of people all connected to each other, he was comparing it to animals. He said that our innovation becomes less, and we all start thinking alike. And I was like thinking how ironic it is that this was written back in 95, before I was even born, and how true that is 30 years later, about how we all think the same way, and we have no thoughts that are our own, and somebody else somewhere already thought of something. You notice how books seem to all be the same, and movies these days are all the same plot points. They can never come up with anything original, and I just thought that was very interesting. I'm curious where Michael Crichton came up with that, and it just is very kind of, I don't know if humbling is the right word I'm looking for, but very telling, very prophetic, I guess you would say. So, and here we are in 2026, and it couldn't be more true than I wasn't alive back in '95, so I don't even know what it was like back then. But we have we have the same fast food restaurant a couple miles from each other, and yeah, it'll be curious to see. I don't know if it's the death of it, of our the way that we are supposed to be, or I'm sorry, the death of. I don't know if it's our death, like, but yeah, it's definitely not the best thing that's ever happened to us. Here's my beef broth, all out of the canner. All of these right here sealed already, so, which is awesome. Hey everyone, I just finished The Lost World by Mike Crichton, and I think I'm going to rate it 4 stars, just so you know that there is language, way more than in the first book. But it was pretty good. I really liked it. It really kind of was different than the movie, but there was some similarities. Anyway, so, but the storyline itself was kind of different. And so I really enjoyed it. I really like stories like that, kind of like sci-fi alternate reality kind of thing. So I really enjoy that. And I'm going to text my sister and see if she's finished with it yet. Anyway, I'm going to draw another card so that I can find another audiobook. I have one that I want to read, so I'm going to see if I can make that fit. So anyway. All right, let's see what we're going to draw next. A 10. Let's see what that is. Okay, so a 10 is your initials in the title. So for 1 point, I could do 1 initial. For 3 points, 2 of my initials. And for 3 points, I can do all 3 of my initials. Now, we'll see what my what I can find, because my initials are hard. H is a hard initial to find, honestly. So we'll see what I can do. Okay, I found the next book that I'm going to read. It's called High Wire Heartbreak, and that has all 3 of my initials in it. And my initials are H, so I got an H here, and then I got a B and H again. So I'm already in the middle of this Doors to the Past series, and it doesn't matter what order you read them in. So, and I think this is about a circus. Yeah, it sounds really, really fun, and it's like in the 30s. So yeah, this will be good, I think. Okay, I just thought I was recording, and I was not. So anyway, today is July 10th, and I finished this book last night. I'm just kind of disappointed in it because it was on track to be a 4-star read, and it, at the end, it just took a turn. The main female character, she really made me mad with some of the decisions that she was making about the men in her life. Anyway, and it just kind of ticked me off, so I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna get rid of this book. It was fine. Like, I think I'm gonna rate it 3.5 stars, but I don't think I need to keep it on my shelf. So anyway, today I'm supposed to be babysitting my nephew. He's only a month old. So and my sister, my other sister, not his mom, my other sister is here, but she's not feeling very good today. So yeah, we'll see how the day goes. But we're supposed to be getting together with our small group tonight, and I have to make a cheesecake for that, I think. I was supposed to bring in dessert, and I decided to make cheesecake because I have a lot of cream cheese. So, and my husband loves, oh, my doggy wants in. Yeah, I have a lot of cream cheese, and my husband loves cheesecake, and so do I. So anyway, so I'm gonna start reading, I think, hopefully, Iron Thunder, which is the book, Iron Thunder by Avi. I'm not sure where I put it at. I have to find it. Anyway, you can probably hear my little baby's little toy singing over here. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm probably going to start reading Iron Thunder by Avi, and that's the book that had a flag in it in my last video. So anyway, I'll update later. Cinnamon roll cheesecake. Good morning. It is July 11th, and I didn't really talk to you a whole lot yesterday. So I am, I think, over halfway, I'm pretty sure, into High Wire Heartbreak by Alicia Schmidt, I think is the author's name. I know Schmidt is the last name. Anyways, so I'm really liking it a lot. It's following it's a dual timeline, and it follows a author of cozy mysteries in the present day timeline, and her grandmother was she was an acrobat. She was one of the high wire acrobats in the Ringling Circus, and something happened to her grandmother, and her family doesn't know what happened to her. So it's kind of a mystery, trying to figure out. And she's trying to write a new the 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 girl in the present day timeline is trying to write a book. So she's trying to figure out the mystery of her grandmother. And in the historical timeline, it's following her grandmother, and she gets married to one of the office workers in the circus, and he just so happens to be from a wealthy family, and she is not. So they don't tell anybody that they got married. And then it turns out that they're not actually married at all. It was just a way for him to get her into bed with him. And this is a Christian book, so nothing is that it's all clean and everything like that. But anyway, and then she finds out something that it's going to change her life forever, besides the fact that she got married and she's not actually married to this guy. So I'm really enjoying it. It's going fast. I'm listening to it. So anyway, we had a small group last night, and that was really fun. I made cheesecakes for that, and the only difference, I think, is I would put less frosting. I put some frosting on the top of the cheesecakes, and I think I would put less. They just didn't need it. So anyway, we have our realtor that helped us buy our house is having like a client appreciation day, and we're going to go to that because my husband actually grew up with him. So we're going to go and go to the park today, and there's going to be face painting, and our daughter's really going to like that. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to go and work on my reading journal a little bit, and I want to read my Bible. So yeah, so I'll check in later. Hey everyone, I just finished High Wire Heartbreak for it was the initial prompt for Deck of TBRathon, and I'm gonna rate it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. It was very interesting. The only reason it didn't get 5 stars is because I feel like with dual timeline stuff, you get spoiled by the present day timeline about the historical timeline. Like, for example, there will be a secret revealed in the present day timeline before you even right after you just found out about the secret in the historical one. And I don't really like that, and I wish it would just stick with one timeline sometimes. Anyways, so yeah, that's the only reason it didn't get 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and if you like the circus themed things and family drama, then I definitely highly recommend that you read it. Anyway, so I'm gonna write a review for that, and then I'm gonna pick another card for you need to find another audiobook read. So let's go do that. Okay, so I am going to draw my next card. A 4. I haven't gotten a 4 yet. 4 is author. So for 1 point, I could read a favorite author. Or for 3 points, I could read a new to me author. Or I could read a book written by multiple authors. Okay, I have the perfect book for this, I think. Okay, I've picked my audiobook. I am going to be reading Angel's Flight by Tracy Peterson, and T. Scott Bell, I think is his name. And so that'll give me 2
authors, so that'll give me 5 points. So I read this is the second book in the Shannon saga, and the first book I read 2 years ago, so it's about time that I get to the second one. Anyway, but it's about a lady lawyer in the early 1900s, I believe, late 1800s, and that was a man's world back then. So I remember loving it, absolutely loving it. So I'm excited to get into this second book.
Hello everyone. So today is my husband's birthday. We have VBS all week, so this week is going to be very busy. Right now we're going to go and eat Mexican food because we're planning on going and visiting my husband's grandmother, and we were going to eat a packed lunch that we packed, and then we left it on the top of the dishwasher. So we're going to go eat Mexican food for lunch after we're for his birthday today. So it almost makes you wonder if he did it on purpose. Just kidding. But anyway, so I am currently in the middle of Angel's Flight by Tracy Peterson and James Scott Bell. That's the author of this one. Anyway, so it is about Kit Shannon, and she is a lawyer in the early 1900s when women, it is considered a man's job to be a lawyer. So she gets a lot of pushback from her aunt, who is very wealthy, and she also gets a lot of pushback from men who just want to take advantage of her in like certain ways. So it's pretty good. I'm at chapter 11 so far, and I remember really loving the first one, and so I really like this one as well. She is currently going to be defending her aunt's gardener, who is a Mexican, and Mexicans are really looked down upon because of just people are racist towards them. There's a lot of Mexicans around the Los Angeles area in this time, and they're really looked down upon, and they're given like not very good jobs and stuff like that. A neighboring house has a maid who was like flirting with this gardener. I forget what his name is. Anyway, so then one day she turns up beaten and raped, and they accuse him of doing it. So Kit Shannon thinks that he's innocent, so she is going to represent him in court and try and get to the bottom of what happened for real and who actually beat this girl up and raped her. So I'm definitely intrigued, and there's also like a side plot about this guy named Ted Fox who really likes Kit, but he's not a believer, and she is, so she's really not giving him the time of day with that, but they are friends. So I'm definitely interested in that as well, to see where it goes. So anyway, I will maybe update you later. Bye.
Okay everyone, I got some book mail and I didn't realize that I was getting it so soon. I signed up with to get an ARC, and I got it in this really, really cool box. So anyway, this is really cool. And this is a magnet. That's awesome. And it's made out of metal. This is a non-fiction. Yeah, this is a non-fiction. And oh, cool. I got free Chick-fil-A. I don't even like Chick-fil-A that much, but I like free. This is so cool. This is the book. I'm looking forward to reading it. All right. Wes Key spent years running from calling, wrestling with doubt, fighting anxiety, and fearing failure. Before discovering a truth he had missed all along, God writes extraordinary stories through ordinary people. Along the way, he shares the moments that moved him from atheism in seminary to spiritual revival. God is still writing. He's not done with you yet. I'm really looking forward to reading this. So, love this. Hello, everyone. I just finished Angel's Flight by Tracy Peterson and James Scott Bell. So, I really enjoyed this one. It follows Kit Shannon, who is a woman lawyer in the early 1900s, and she gets this case defending the brother of her best friend, who just so happens to be a Mexican, and Mexicans are really looked down upon, and there's a lot of prejudice towards them. He is accused of raping the next door neighbor's maid. And it just follows her defending this guy and also defending a Chinese lady who is accused of being a prostitute, and she's going to be sent home, deported, and she defends her, and she also falls in love with a guy who is a doctor, and there's kind of a love triangle between her and another guy named Ted, who she's really good friends with. So, yeah, I liked how it ended. It left a little bit of a cliffhanger for the next book in the series. So, I now need to go and write a review for this one and pull another card for another audiobook read. So let's go do that. Also, I have VBS again tonight. We're doing the Emerald Isle for the theme. Anyway, tonight is green out night, so I'm wearing my I Am Who He Says I Am green t-shirt. So I thought that works out pretty good. So my earrings aren't all green, but they do have green on them, and I thought they look cute with this. So, and my shorts are green too. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to it. I am taking both of my children along. They are going to be in nursery. My 2-year-old is able to do some of the things. They have like an activity area where they can go play. She'll be able to do a craft. She loves that kind of stuff, and she loves being with her little friends. So I think she's gonna have fun. Last night, my son, I was able to feed him right before we left. We live a half an hour away from our church, so I was able to feed him and put him in his car seat. He fell asleep on the way home, and then I was able to transfer him to his bed when we got home, and it was so great. I'm hoping and praying that the Lord will allow that to happen again tonight. So anyway, that's all I have for you right now. So okay, let's draw another card. A 7. Have I had a 7? I don't think I have. Let's see. Ooh, 7 is the pull. Okay, awesome. Good morning. Today is the last day of week 2 of the vlog. I cannot believe we are halfway through July already. Meaning that we're halfway through the summer. I just can't believe it. Anyway, it seems to have gone very, very quickly. So anyway, this morning I really want chai. I really want chai, and so I'm gonna make chai instead of going to Dunkin' and getting some. So I'm gonna do that this morning. I need to switch both of my children up to the next size. My daughter is growing a lot taller, so all of her 2T dresses are just like hitting the bottom of her butt area, and so anyway, where was I? Okay, I said I was my children are being goofy in the other room eating some lunch. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make chai, and I've got a lot of milk, so I'm gonna do that. I'll show you the recipe for that, and if you want to try making it, I always add just like a more a little bit more sugar. I don't usually use syrups, which I should actually get some because I always order it with the syrup when I get it from a coffee shop. So anyway, I promise you they're fine. Anyway, so, oh, both of my children are growing out of their clothes. So I already brought them down from the attic. And I just need to go through them and maybe wash them if they need washed. And also see, the theme for our VBS tonight is you can dress like a sheep or a shepherd. And I don't have anything like that for me or for either one of them. So we'll see if I have the energy to try and like make something, but I doubt it. So my team color is orange because I'm a group helper. So I'm probably just gonna wear orange because I like orange and I have a few things that are orange. So might just do that instead. But I thought maybe it would be cute to like make like some kind of headband or something that looks like a sheep, but I just don't see it happening anyway. But yeah, I put a poll up on the Discord for Deck of TBRathon, and my my choices were the next book in the Kit Shannon series, the Shannon Saga. It's called Angels of Mercy. And then the next book that I had was A Girl Called Samson. And then I did 3 books. The third book was M is for Mama. And currently it is a tie between M is for Mama and Angels of Mercy. So I'm not sure which one is going to go. It's only like a half hour left of the poll. So anyway, I have to go take care of my kids. But yeah, I'll check back in if one of them is chosen. Currently I'm just watching, like listening to some booktube. So catching up because I have 4,500 videos on my watch later. Again, I was under 4,000 and I got it way back up there again. I don't even know. I might have to stop watching some of y'all. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Bye.